Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us in Call of Cthulhu, The Dreamer's Journey. Please note that viewer discretion is advised due to graphic content and harsh language. With that being said, please enjoy the writings of Chaz Tarantino as we hop back into the Dreamlands. No, I didn't deafen myself. Fuck you, Chaz.
last last session we we went and spoke to the dean. Granted, that was an awkward as hell conversation to hear, given that I had to convince Jay not to leave. Well, they're all pissed off at me, but that aside, I managed to convince them not to. We managed to convince Jay not to leave, and we all went and spoke to the dean. We have full permission this time now to go to the Dreamlands. So inevitably, Jay dragged all of us there without fail. While James is starting to worry me about his lack of ethic in digging up bodies. Uh, what I'm gonna do with him, I don't know. And this man's dating my sister? Jesus Christ. But all aside, we went to the Dreamlands, and my gun turned into a bow and arrow, and Jay's laptop's now a thesaurus. What? I mean, this place is weird, and an infinite staircase of darkness. What? I don't know anymore. And then we got caught by these rat looking things. I'm not real sure. All I know is Fane being out cold until one of them figures out what the hell to do, and then I don't know anymore. We talked to them and found out that the town that the party that we wanted to go to had Narlothotep's presence there, so we went. Yeah, no cat people, and James got this giddy grin on his face as he looks at us and goes, "Cat girls," and
Hey, fuck you.
I'm not really sure what the hell's going on anymore. And so we're back in this crazy world of the dreamer's journey.
Wait, so who was giving out cat girls? Was that Jay?
I'm not sure. I just know one of us made the joke about
I think
cat
that was
girls after the
Jay.
session.
No, I'm pretty sure it's probably Jaden. Let's be honest here, knowing his personality.
Jaden is not that much of a degenerate.
Are you kidding me? With
Yeah,
that
I'm
camera
pretty sure
always
he's-
around, I don't know what he does with that. He's a
I'm
creep.
quite sure he's a pervert.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not both?
and, and he talks like this.
I'm pretty sure he has the body pillow in his face.
You know, none of us have been in his room.
That's true.
Stay
So we
away,
None of
last
us
left
have
off.
seen all of his possessions yet.
stay away from my room.
Cave.
So we last left off with you guys walking away from Zukolka and the rest of his tribe and heading towards Ulthar.
Nobody's touching my waifu.
Nice.
Thank you.
Get away from my wife.
You'll die for me before you touch my waifu.
Nobody else will get that, but we will.
All right. So Jay would take up the helm with his spear out, and he'd keep an ear out for any noises around us.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, Jack's just going to follow behind.
James is kind of like look around. Okay, so this is really weird, isn't it?
What do you
Were
mean?
those rats? Were those like they? I don't. Do they have organs like us?
We've seen
Do they have
weirder.
organs like normal?
I assume so.
It's just a bit strange.
But then again, We're dreaming.
This is true.
Why are you trying to bring logic into this? We are literally in the dream
How
world.
dreamt those fuckers up?
You never had a
true.
nightmare?
To be
Yeah.
honest, I think I've seen one of those from Japanese
Oh,
TV.
so it was you who wanted the cat girl.
But I am going to have Jaden. He's going to keep watch for more creepy crawlies like last time, but he's also going to switch between
Specialize.
limbo vision and real world vision every so often.
Specialize.
All right. All right.
Yeah, there's no way to get around it. Let's just call them the
You already started
specialized.
calling. You called it out once, and we're never letting that down again. So
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys, as you're walking through, I mean, it is kind of dark because you guys never stopped.
I'd pull out my flashlight.
Okay.
Do you have a
do we
flashlight?
I thought we had a torch, right?
I think my phone.
Hold on.
I think my phone turned into a
What
torch
did
or a
it turn?
flashlight
Well, yeah,
or
because
something.
all of our stuff's like 1940 style equipment, so it should.
Yeah.
No, you would have a flashlight.
So yeah, I pull out my flashlight.
How come he gets a fucking?
It's you know, an old
Like one of those,
old
like,
ass
bag
flashlight
lights?
kind of thing.
Oh, sorry, I just had a big.
Sure.
Ooh.
Wait. Sorry. Let me double check just to see if I'm
I
right
remember
or
you
not.
saying torch, but torch is also another name for a flashlight.
Yeah, no, you would not have a flashlight. You would have a torch.
Okay. I
The
pull out and
torch.
light the torch.
It's the
The
top.
torch. You got it with your flint and steel.
Yes.
I pull out a light Jaden.
Flint striker. Alright. And you know, as you're heading through,
I would hand the
guys.
torch to someone else to hold since I've got my spear.
All right, I'll hold the torch, I guess.
James is using his bow right now. He has an arrow knocked and ready.
All right.
Okay.
And we make our way to town.
Okay.
Jay is going to start singing again for stealthy stealth.
Okay, make a power roll.
Alrighty.
All of us.
Un-
or just him?
Unlimited power. Hard success.
Hard success. Okay. So you're singing. Are you singing anything specific?
I'll be singing the song that that my crew has been getting a
What do we do with a
Oh,
drunken
you know what?
sailor?
Actually, I just remembered.
Sing "Hey Soul Sister."
I just remembered I can actually play
no,
some music.
no.
Yes, I can. The band has actually the band that I based my music off of has allowed all Twitch streamers to use their music. As long, but I will go ahead and credit them now. This is going to be a song by The Midnight.
Now we just awkwardly wait.
And
Now we just wait.
what?
How's everyone doing today? We're just, just chilling, waiting for music now. That is nice that they allowed all Twitch, because I was to say, wait a minute, that sounds like copyright claims. Toast.
Yeah, no, they specifically allowed it.
Sound fun to get copyright claimed again.
Where do I do the rhythm bot thing?
In the rhythm commands?
Ah.
Oh no, this is gonna. Oh, it's muted right now. Oh shit, I gotta do. Fuck you, make me doing sound engineering.
All right.
Fucking bitches. Damn it. I thought I had it perfect.
Uh, I think we might just have to scrap it.
Why?
Oh, just so we don't spend 15 minutes forcing Vincent to tinker with the rhythm bot.
There we go. I think I have it. Unless it goes up to another
Oh.
fucking octave, I swear. Maybe.
We good?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are following down the path, and you come to the edge of the woods, and the path continues towards a river, and you see far off, like not super far off in the distance, but you can kind of see over over a hill on either side. You see to your right a small town, kind of off in the distance a little. And on your left, you see a much larger town with walls, stone walls around it. And you know the one on your left is Ulthar.
I'm just kidding, sorry.
And actually, who said that they were keeping an eye out on
I
things?
was.
I'm keeping an ear out, and
I'm
he's
also keeping
keeping
an
an eye out.
Literally everybody.
Okay. Those keeping your eye out, you would see come in the sky about a dozen stars. They seem to be getting bigger and kind of coalescing together, and it looks like they're descending towards you. And before long, you realize these aren't stars. About a dozen or so kind of large, floating salamander-like creatures are just it's like they're swimming through the air, are flying down around you, and just not doing anything, just
Shoot one with an
circling
arrow.
around. They are glowing with kind of a brightish light. They have two large globe-like eyes, and they're just swimming around.
And
A light show for my music.
I don't know how to do this, but can Jaden sort of try to determine if
hostile?
they have any hostile intention,
Like,
or if there's if he knows anything about real world tactics that might be similar?
I don't know. You could roll
May I
psycho
also roll this and
analysis.
keep an eye out?
Psychology.
Sure, you could roll
Oh, that was
psychoanalysis.
really close.
Psychology.
Gavin, psychoanalysis.
Mine
Where do
is
we
under
find that, by the
science
way?
skills, but I have a specific one put for that.
Well, psychoanalysis is a default skill.
I don't think it is.
I- I
Yes,
Although
it
it might
is.
be missing on the sheet because I had to put mine down.
It might be. It is a default skill that should be on the character sheet. I don't know why it isn't. But here, let me tell you what.
Yeah,
Psychoanalysis starts at 1%.
Okay, so I'll just roll a d100 from
Roll a d100 for me.
yeah, dice roller. So yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think they're hostile.
Yeah, you don't really get many. You don't really get much of a feeling from them, of that just inherent kind of feeling of hostility that you can feel. They just seem to be vibing, swimming around.
Okay.
I love an audience.
I mean, hey, they're
Let's
better than
leave 'em
some
be.
humans.
Can I roll to see how well I'm singing for him?
Sure.
That word.
18 out of 75.
All right.
So hard success.
All right. So you guys get to the river. Do you want? So now it's just like kind of plains, grasslands of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
A field. Which way were you guys going? Were you going to Hatheg or Ulthar?
Ulthar.
Ulthar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Could all of you make a dreaming roll
Yes,
for me?
I can. Watch me fail this.
Dream.
Oh,
What
hell
section?
yeah.
Boom! I have yet to
Well, I
lose a
have yet
dreaming
to
roll.
succeed
Hell
one.
yeah. Yeah, well, you know, we aren't all
And
artists
we all
like Jay,
don't
so,
have
you
a
know.
lack of ethics like James. That's what I said, like James.
James, you mean?
I was trashing my own character.
Oh, okay, that's what you.
Jack,
Yeah, I thought you said Jay. I'm like, what?
Jack's just accepted that he's dreaming. Like, okay, this is all a dream. I'm not going insane. Just it's a dream.
Well, that's because it's the truth.
All right. So what do the
So
dream?
okay, as you guys cross the bridge on this river to get over to the side that Ulthar is on, and as you're going, like walking over the bridge, you see a building right there on the other side of this bridge. It wasn't there when you guys last looked in this general location.
Do I see it or do they see it?
All of you see it,
Okay.
and it's rather interesting because, I mean, Jack and Jay, you guys were just thinking of how nice it would be to get some sleep. And the last building that you guys actually got a real night's sleep of before all this crazy shenanigans went down, for some reason, Jack's cafe and building is right here on the other side of this bridge.
Do we see this?
Huh.
Very convenient, since you were just thinking about how
Do
nice it would
me
be to
and
sleep.
Jaden see them. Oh.
Yes, all of you see it. I already said that.
That seems like a trap, doesn't it?
I wonder.
That's a trap.
I that's not a trap. That's mine.
I don't.
I'm going
do you
over.
trust that?
Or, I'm going over there.
I don't care if you two if you trust or not. I'm going for it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was just thinking about this sort of thing.
And I've been a little
You know what?
homesick,
Fuck
so
it.
it's a dream. I can imagine weird shit like this happening.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Maybe so, but what happens if you try
One
to
way
sleep in a dream?
Before we wake up in the real world.
Well,
Oh,
If I
there's
remember
this new
correctly-
movie that I watched. There's this
No,
new movie
no,
that I watched.
Wait, are we talking about
up.
Freddy Krueger?
No.
Not that one.
Oh, this movie was awesome. It had what's his name?
Someone check him.
What's his name?
Are you talking about the really
Ah.
confusing one?
Jack from the Titanic. What's his name?
Are you forgetting, like, in character?
In
Oh,
character,
Talking
yeah.
about, DiCaprio.
DiCaprio. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, that.
no,
Have
not
you guys seen it?
Oh,
It's
yeah, are you
so
talking about
cool.
That, like, wasn't it really? That really confusing one where they like. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm in pain.
Yeah, Inception is exactly 10 years old, guys. It
Yeah,
came out in
July
2010.
31st, July 13th, 2010.
Uh-huh.
We can reference
So,
that.
yeah.
Well, this is June, so
Wait, is it
all
actually
hasn't
June?
been out yet.
What? It's June?
Okay, as I say.
No,
Okay.
just messing with
Yeah,
you
the
guys.
movie literally just came out because the movie,
Yeah.
the Inception came out in July of 2010,
so
and
it's
it is
been out for a
September
bit.
of 2010.
Yeah, so Jay's like, oh my god, the movie was so
the CGI
awesome.
was
dude.
really good.
Uh-huh. They made the buildings
can
all
we do that
weird.
in
Oh,
here?
that was so neat. I don't know.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm for the inception.
Get out. No,
Oh,
you're not sleeping inside
sleeping.
anymore. Get out.
But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know that since we've been in the Dreamlands, I've
I
had
love
that joke
so
on
much.
ready.
I knew exactly what you were talking about the moment you said that.
Yeah, I looked up when it came out for this joke.
Oh. So, question, Chaz.
I just want to note that I made a joke and mine was a lot more clever because I
No,
did it
fuck
right
you.
off the
Too
top
bad.
of my head.
You said that all of us feel tired, right?
Well, yeah.
Hmm. I'm struggling to figure out how we can feel tired in the dream. Part of me thinks that maybe if we fall asleep, we'll
that's what
just
I'm
end up
thinking, but
waking
let's
up
find
again.
out.
Probably.
Yeah, we've been walking for a bit. Do we want to have it?
If I remember the psychology lessons right, there was a part on dreaming. It said that that there are certain things in dreams that happen. If you die in a dream, you're to wake up. Well, we know that's not going to work.
Yeah, I got
The
no
dream
clue what you're
medicine
saying,
makes
man.
you go back and wake up.
Jake,
You also don't see
Jake.
any talks.
Jake.
Once he starts talking, it's impossible to
Jake.
stop him.
Not
Your
to
mic
mention
is
a
kinda
fucking
muffled.
Giant yawn. Yeah. Do we want to have someone take watch just in case? Not it.
Not it.
I don't want to
Alrighty
sleep,
then.
so I'll do it.
Worked out well.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Jaden will keep watch. He doesn't trust this, and he's still a little rattled from the 5 of you comment.
Yeah, I'm going to James. Is
Okay.
going to sleep. Fuck you guys.
Okay. Yeah, the inside of this place, it's
You know what?
exactly as you all remember it.
Did you do you mention being worried about that comment?
He doesn't mention it, but he probably
Okay.
looked a little bit more concerned after that.
I mean, the comment is fresh
It's
because, it just
Okay.
happened to you guys.
Then I am going to try to sing an Enochian, basically with the basically with the idea of showing yourself, like, do not hide from us.
Make a power roll.
All right. Fuck. Oh, do I push it? Do I push it? Do I push it? If I push Enochian,
Yes.
will my soul leave?
Is it
Probably.
worth it? Maybe.
Ah.
You literally have.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
No, Jay doesn't care that much.
Chance
Yeah, I do. I'm good.
I would say if there is a chance if you fail a pushed roll, there is a slight chance, and I'm gonna be rolling on it if you do fail,
Oh,
that you will
sounds
lose your
cool.
voice for a couple hours. Slash like, up to a day.
Nah. Jay doesn't. Jay knows that whoever it is will show themselves eventually, and the very easily frightened people were not frightened by the
Yeah.
presence, so it's not that pushing.
Yeah, the people who
Skittish.
are like frightened by the every little thing have not
People
even
who
flinched when
see
the guy
their own
made that
shadow
comment.
and
So.
Yeah,
hide
so-
back in their holes.
Yeah, so Jay figures that whatever this presence is, hopefully doesn't wish us harm, so
Bold of you to assume.
Okay.
Jay's going to leave it. I mean, it's probably not hunting me. It's probably hunting one of you. It's most likely the thing that's hunting Jaden.
Probably. That's why I'm shaking.
Most likely just
Well, I mean, nobody's saying this in character.
Marlon.
Uh-huh.
If I had any guess about it, it's Carmen.
Jake, nobody's saying this stuff in character, so
Yes.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you guys
Oh, that's what I think too.
outright.
Out of
I think
character,
it's
but in
Carmen.
character, my character doesn't know that person.
Hmm.
all right.
That is
So the
good.
three of
Yeah,
you are
and Jaden's
sleeping.
staying awake and taking watch.
Jaden's staying awake.
Since you said that it's exactly like the
Yeah,
one we remember.
there's nothing different. Like all of the cups are in place,
Nothing is.
all of the
I'm
stuff,
sleeping in
you
my
know,
bed.
even
because fuck you guys.
this slightly sticky coffee machine in the back.
Oh, we
It's
can get
there.
coffee in the morning.
Everything.
Fuck yeah.
Jaden, Jaden's gonna go back and make himself a cup of coffee. He assumes that they're not going to care if he raids their dream
Jack
shop.
walks down with a shotgun. What the fuck you think you're doing?
You're
But,
doing what to my what to my what?
Alright.
The one thing you do notice is that none of the lights are on when you are in there.
do I know if that's like part of? I'm asking this because out of game, I think I've heard this before, but I'm not sure. Do I know if this is like a dream thing where like the lights don't work or
No, you wouldn't know anything like that.
yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of phones. Phones
like
don't
their
work for
eyes
most
are
people
kind
in
of over.
dreams.
It's any screen. Screens of any sort are typically
And then yeah, you
warbled
can't
in
ever
dreams.
like, fully see someone's eyes either. If I remember correctly.
I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but I know about the
Yeah.
warbled screens. That's how lucid dreamers they get into the habit of focusing on a screen when they think they're asleep, and it sometimes they will do it in a dream and realize
Letters and symbols also don't show up a lot in dreams. That's
Your hands.
Whatever.
That's another way that lucid dreamers get into the habit is they
Yeah.
draw symbols on their hands,
Whatever the
and so they get into a habit of always seeing that symbol. If they don't see it, they know they're in a dream.
Yep.
You'll often have the wrong number of fingers in your dreams too.
Well, you
Whatever
also
the
will have
case.
I always have the right number of fingers in my dreams because I'm not a lizard
Chazzes.
people.
You're not a lizard people.
No, I'm not.
Does the Dream Coffee Shop have a does it have like one of those pretentious new wave fake fireplaces?
No.
No.
Tragic. All right, he's going to. Is there anywhere where he could put the torch without worrying about? Oh wait,
So-
he'll empty one of those flower vases.
So there's
Uh,
nothing here that I know about because like I've never actually gone to sleep in his coffee shop, so I
No,
don't.
you've just came to his coffee shop and then like knocked on the door of his upstairs apartment.
Yeah, so like my dreaming. Is there anything that I was dreaming about in here or no?
No.
Okay, just a place to sleep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I will head off to bed.
Yeah, you
Well,
get shown where the
yeah, I'm
the
sleeping in
rooms are
my
that you
own
can
bed.
sleep and do it.
Jaden will put the torch in the flower vase and keep watch over the door. Does it still have the little ringer bell?
It does.
Okay, in which
It's
case,
it's a little hard to see because all you're going off of is the light from the torch.
well, no, I mean like, wouldn't we hear it when we come in?
Well, yes,
Because
yes, but I'm just saying like the inside of this place is just a little on the hard side to see because the only light is the torch.
Okay.
But you would be able to hear the bell.
Okay. Jaden's going to just sort of sit back, take a look around. Do they have any like whatchamacallit, like those coffee shop magazines?
I imagine there's a few in my shop, but
Magazine,
All right, I'll-
magazine edition.
the have a lot of books and little things around the shop for people to entertain themselves with. They felt the real need to entertain themselves.
All right, Jaden will actually. Is there a dartboard?
No, it's not that kind of coffee shop.
All right, tragic. Jaden will take one of the,
Not a
magazines.
biker coffee shop.
No, I was asking that so that if, if I wanted to, I could try and maybe become a little less useless with this blowgun. But
Mm-hmm.
he'll pick up one of the whatchamacallits, magazines and just, put his feet up on the table and read. Hope the coffee helps him stay awake.
Well, you go to try to make coffee, and the coffee machine does. The coffee machines are off.
Turn it on.
Yeah, is there an on button?
There is. But flipping the on button, or like flipping the on switch, pushing the like all the buttons, nothing happens.
Hmm. All right, are the coffee beans still in there?
Yeah. There's coffee beans. There's ground coffee.
All right. It looks like
Yeah.
we're gonna have to make this the old-fashioned way. Is there like a I'm imagining that they have to like, make stuff, so there has to be like some gas or something that they could use to their coffee shop. They probably like make the scones there. They have to have a way to heat
I
the
mean,
bread.
not a lot of coffee shops make their own foods.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
a lot of coffee shops order that stuff pre-made, and we might have a small oven to heat it, to keep the dough and such, and then just kind of heat it. But no, a lot of places don't hand make their stuff.
All right.
Now, you have been in Jack's coffee shop, so you would know that Jack has quite a few different ways to make coffee.
I'm going to. What is
If
there
you
any
search
that?
around the kitchen, you're probably likely to find things like French presses or a boiling pot or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way
Later.
to do it
Oh,
without
French press,
electricity. I wanted to try and.
And
Yeah, I'll use
fire
that
in
to
a
try
kettle,
and
basically.
make
Get some
stuff.
Percolators and a percolator, if you're using ground, you could also use a French press.
I'm not even gonna pretend. Jaden's just gonna look for one of those one of the ways
What
to
a
make it without
nerd.
electricity.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Can
find a
you
way to
can
make
you
coffee
vote?
without electricity.
Alright, he'll make it and put it in one of the cups. He'll make a big batch so that if he needs to, he can stay up and he'll sort of go and he'll find a place in the coffee shop and sit down, just read a magazine next to the torchlight.
Okay. Um, Jack,
Yes.
James,
Ah.
make an intelligence roll.
Fuck.
No, sorry, not
Aha!
intelligence, power.
Aha! I have the highest power out of us all.
Oh,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
yet
I'm
you
fine with
got
that.
beat.
Jaden and Jay, could you please deafen yourself?
Ow!
Okay.
Fuck. That was my elbow. That was my funny bone.
No, Jay.
Ah.
Could you somehow get Jake back in here?
Oh,
That
Jake.
was my funny
I'm
bone.
supposed to be here.
Shit.
Yes. I only said Jaden and Jay. So the two of you, as you're sleeping, you fall asleep, and for the most part, it's just darkness. Oh. Okay. For the most part, it's just darkness. But both of you, looking around, you actually kind of faintly see each other just floating around. You're pretty close together, about an arm's length away in this darkness. And you feel this intense pull. I think it was James.
Yeah.
You felt this before. This current underneath you. And it just this time it forcefully grabs you and takes a hold of you and pushes you along. And Jake, you gotta stop. You're distracting me so badly.
No, we have video cameras on, so we can see each other, and we're making faces at one another.
And as this current drags you around, you get pushed off onto this. It's kind of like a orangish, yellowish landscape, almost a wasteland. All except for this right here is very close to you is a large. It almost sounds like a it's like almost like a marble or ivory castle. And you looking around, you see these wide rings and giant rings circling the planet, the planet's atmosphere. And you get pushed closer to the courtyard of this castle, and you see, standing mostly in the shadows, this very tall figure, reaching his hand out to a smaller, more your size person. And you kind of catch a glimpse of this smaller person is Jay. And you see, or not you. Well, yeah, you see him looking up at this man, listening to what he's saying, and you can just barely make out what the tall figure is saying. Let me find the dialogue real quick. Do I even? Where is it? There we go. You hear a kind of like a large booming voice come from this taller figure, and all you can quite make out is a hand reaching out towards Jay. And you just hear, "You will accomplish a lot under my teaching." And you notice that while it appears from from where Jay is standing, it appears that he's reaching out to Jay as a "come join me" kind of look. He is actually reaching out above Jay towards what kind of appear to be handles and strings used in controlling a marionette doll. And then everything goes black before you can hear the rest.
Do we see each other?
And
can I really quickly
yes, you did see each other.
Jack a look like, oh fuck?
Jack is already shooting you a look
Let's
of...
talk! Do we wake up?
Let's talk.
Yes, just let's get everybody back in here.
I want them back in here.
If they could please
get them back in.
Get back in.
Thank you, Dover, for that comment of oh
how.
Or one of us
leaves. Gavin. There we go. They're back. Wait. Where the fuck is Ryder? Damn it.
Ryder?
He got kicked.
Why?
He can't join back right now because of Rhythm Bot, which I muted during that scene, by the way.
Yeah, can we kick Rhythm? He seems to be more trouble than he's worth.
Kick him out. Or not, like...
Alright, come on.
Oh, there we go.
Where is Ryder?
Fucker.
Sorry
blame
for the
Ryder.
issues, audience.
Yeah, this is also why I didn't want to deal with rhythm. I knew it was gonna bring up some problem later.
Always bringing up problems in my Discord server. Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth though.
Okay, what's going on?
We're telling
Why
the
aren't
truth
why can't you kick it?
No,
He's not
as in
sa-
like, why can't Ryder get in here?
No.
because
Chaz
there's
up
a
the max.
max.
Because
Chaz up the max.
of the rhythm box.
No, there is six. I upped the max, so he should be able to join.
Maybe he's having internet problems.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, while we deal with this issue, we're gonna
Hold
go on a
on, let
quick
me-
break.
Yes, we're gonna go on.
Sorry
a
for
quick
the
break.
issue, boys.
Yay!
We'll be back in a bit.
Is he on?
Guys,
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for the technical issues there. I'm not so sure what exactly happened. We can harass Ryder as we get back into it. But we are coming back from our brief intermission. Please note that viewer discretion is advised due to graphic content and harsh language. But with that being said, please join us in Call of Cthulhu: The Dreamer's Journey. I've gotten just to the point where that's like almost memorization.
All right. So, Jay, your night, it was just darkness. There's no dreams, no nothing. No, it was just dark. But it was quick, so it wasn't like you were like sitting around in darkness. You know, it was just like you closed your eyes and then you opened
It's
them.
just a dreamless night.
Yeah. Jaden at one point, like nothing happens during the night, but at some point eventually, sleep manages to catch up with you,
No, the coffee. It's failing me.
and
Go
you
into
also
the
have
monsters.
you also have just a a dreamless night. You were just too tired. The exhaustion overwhelmed you, and as you guys all wake back up, you're still here, but you do notice that the walls, the floor, the objects in this building, they're getting more transparent, and you watch as Jaden, you at least watch as the torch that you had in that uh, flower vase, the flower vase disappears and the torch just falls.
Did it go out in the night or is it still
It
burning?
went out,
Okay, good.
but the torch just there's no vase there anymore, and as it falls right through the counter where the vase was.
Oh shit.
And you see that the counter is also transparent, and everything around you is getting more and more transparent as you're
Guys,
standing there looking.
guys, the building. He's gonna shout upstairs that guys, the building it's turning transparent. We got to get out of here. No, we cannot do that. Things are they're falling through each other. I think you might fall down. You might phase through the floor. Get up.
Immediately over to Jack.
All right, make a luck roll for me
where
real
the
quick.
hell luck is put on my sheet.
After Jaden shouts his warning, he's beelining
It's
it for
not
the
bad.
entrance,
Okay.
and he's getting out of here.
Bad. Okay. As you get out of bed, you are walking over towards Jack, and where you step, your foot just goes right through. Your left foot just goes right through the floor. But you manage to catch yourself before you fully fall through, and catch the rest of everybody else who's up here with you guys waking up.
I just want to give Jack a nod, and then I'm going to nod to the door and just start walking out and saying, "Yeah, I'd hurry. I almost fell through."
Okay. Jack's gonna crack his back a second, and he's gonna get up and start walking. Well, fuck.
He's going to knock some plates over.
Jack's gonna start walking. Walking to the door.
Okay, make a luck roll for me.
Okay, as soon as I know where my luck is.
It's at the top of your character sheet. Okay, yeah, you're just strolling through. You do notice though that everything, including the stairs you're walking down from, are getting rapidly more see-through.
Oh shit! I kind of pick up the pace.
And Jay, what you doing?
Yeah, as soon as he shouts the warning, I would hurry my way downstairs.
Yeah. Okay. Could you also make a luck roll?
I cannot.
You want me to do it for you?
How come everybody except
'Cause
me
you
gets
left.
to make a luck roll?
Wait, what was that? Did you want me to make that? Did you want me to make that roll for
Yeah,
you?
because you got out before we.
Please do.
Oh. Uh-oh.
All right. So that's a failure. So as you're getting up out of bed, you swing over and stand up, and you feel wind on you as you just fall. And I'm gonna mark down that you have taken a point of damage.
Can I try to catch myself with my spear?
No, because it's so fast because it's falling from a second floor to the first floor.
You say you almost have
So
an
it's just a
acceleration
little
of
too fast.
9.81 meters per second squared.
But yeah, you fall, and with a kind of like a, I mean, it's not terribly far, so it's not an awful fall, but you do realize also that you didn't fall onto any floor or anything. You feel grass underneath you.
Huh. Yeah, Jay's pissed.
And over the
I
next
didn't
couple
even take as long as them, fucko.
over the next couple minutes, this building does in fact just
James
disappear.
is pulling Jack
No
aside.
more building. There's not even a single like
Oh wow.
bent grass on in the field, as if this building never existed here.
Do I feel rested at least?
Yes, all of you feel rested. Jaden slightly less rested, but you do feel a little rested.
I'm familiar with sleep or that
That's
little
about
amount
like
of
normal
time.
college standard, right?
Your eyes burn.
But you do feel kind of rested.
Night. Pulling Jack aside.
What are you guys doing now?
Jay is limping a little, using his spear as a walking stick.
Okay.
Are you all right there? It seems like you
It
didn't
feels
drown.
mostly like, from the way you landed, it feels mostly like a slightly sprained ankle, but nothing that won't
You got a
fix
medicine
itself.
kit, right? Can you,
see,
wrap my foot up?
That would be me.
Sorry, I don't really have
You see
one.
James
Oh.
and Jack. Like, you see James. Oh, what? Who was that? Fuck! No, but I was describing him.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Damn it! Sorry, for those who can't see our Discord call, Ryder just disappeared again.
I like how you say for those who can't, like there's another set of
course,
Twitch viewers who are able to see our Discord call. Go follow us on Discord, The Jungle Bungalow.
Wait, no, please.
Don't actually do that. It does not exist. Yeah. But you guys, you took him aside
to talk to him because you know.
Okay.
Can we
Okay.
deafen?
Okay.
Jack's doing the parrot squawk.
No.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Wait. I don't want him to hear this in character.
Do you want Ryder? Do you want Ryder? Do you want Ryder to deafen himself too for your apparently private conversation?
Well, before I cut out, I was saying, hey, you got a medicine kit, right? Can you wrap my foot up for me?
Side and just like doing the friendly like arm around the shoulder walk and talk kind of thing. Yeah.
In a minute, I guess.
Yourself because this is private. Huzzah.
Okay.
That's muted. That's. Oh boy.
Here, you want me to do it, Ryder?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, James is pulling Jack aside, and as soon as he like looks behind to make sure that out of earshot, and as soon as he does, okay, what the fuck was that dream? Did you have that too, or was I dreaming you?
I saw that too. Do we trust any of us now?
I trust myself. I trust you more than the rest of the two. I've lived with you for the past few years. Trust you more than these people we just met.
Um, could
I think
who has the
he
higher
does.
intelligence
I
out of
have
you
a
two?
75.
I'm doing
Yeah.
90.
The one with the higher intelligence,
Oh!
make an intelligence roll for me. All right. You now that you're thinking back to it, the voice that you heard from the taller figure, it had a bit of a. It was almost like it was almost like you were hearing music and not talking.
That's even worse. Do we trust him now?
I don't think it's
We
what we
saw
think it
the
is.
thing holding puppet strings above Jay. How else are we supposed to take that?
At this point, are we not all puppets?
Not like that! Not physically. Okay, the thing is, do we.
You revived the
Yeah,
dead.
and he's
I
apparently a
changed
fucking
fate.
puppet.
Jay can see into other realities, and Jaden can see into other realities, and Jay can control
But
us.
then who's. The thing is, that there's some figure behind.
Who's control? That it's curious, but dude, the party doesn't knows. I can't. I'm not
No, we're
allowed to
not
keep
telling him
secrets.
this. Because who knows what the fuck this actually means, and it might mean something very bad if we tell him and then he just goes hubba dubba singity doo and mind wipes us or some bullshit. Like, how are you okay with him being controlled by someone else we don't know? How do we trust him?
I didn't say I was okay with it.
Is he him? Is he the other person?
I don't know at this point. You guys have gone over my damn head. The moment you started talking about outer gods and all that shit, now that I'm not hallucinating and going out of my fucking mind,
Okay,
you lost
do
me.
we warn Jaden or do we just keep it between us?
Honestly, if I think about it logically, the best decision right now, instead of doing something rash, let's keep an eye on him. If he starts doing weird shit that you and I don't agree with, or seems like he's trying to find us harm, then we tell Jay, Jen, we tell
Okay.
Jaden what's going on.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's
what
a
that's
logical
what I'm
decision
thinking
to
too.
me.
I'm just saying
And the
we
three
probably should keep a much closer eye on him than we have been, and I trust the psychology major to do that.
I can try to keep an eye on him, and I will report anything I see. Really, I will look for anything that
Or
it
maybe
seems like
even
he's
aid
trying to do us
Narlathotep.
harm.
We don't know that that's not him, right? So we'll just keep an eye on
Right.
him and keep this between us. Exactly,
Weird.
and then
We tell Jaden what we saw. We kept an eye until we had more definitive idea of what was going on,
I
and this is what we suspect. At that point, the three of us decide what we're going to do and
say
whether we approach
don't
him
let
or
him
not.
lead the group anymore either. I mean, I'm stubborn enough to play it off as the fact that I just want to lead because that jackass stubborn kind of style.
As I look around, do I see that we're still in the Dreamlands?
Yes.
The next thing I want to know is, how do we
Fuck.
get out? You just realized we're still in the
Shit.
Dreamlands, right?
Wait, here. Okay.
So Slinky,
Slap me and make sure we're not dreaming.
What?
Does it hurt?
Yeah. I mean, yes, it does. Not as
Alright, so I
yes,
don't wake up or
yes, it
anything.
does.
And the guardian of the girlfriend of your girlfriend,
Ah,
you don't
you
know
seem
how
like
much joy
Papa's
that brought.
job, but okay, yep. We're not dreaming, but we are dreaming, and I don't know anymore. Shit, how do we get out?
I don't know. Maybe going back through the door that we came through?
But how... Okay, fuck. We can ask the rest of the group this, at least. We now know what we want to do about that whole thing.
About,
So...
and we just refer to it as the moment. When you and I need to talk about it, we just refer to it as
Okay.
the moment with the llamas.
Or you can... And if they ask what we were talking about... You're just talking about the nostalgia of the cafe and also the fact that you were threatening me with your sister again because, you know, it brought up memories of your sister in the cafe and of home and all the bullshit like that. Sound good? Okay.
Right.
Okay, cool.
I'm crazy enough
good talk,
to
yeah.
blame it on that.
He's just gonna turn with him and start walking back. Are you eating,
Alright.
sunflower seeds? Okay, that's what, because I kept seeing you do,
Yes.
like, spit. Okay, sorry. Dude, they're delicious.
Yeah, I chew on sunflower seeds constantly.
Yo.
It's
All right. How
I-
many of these are
Well,
there gonna
maybe.
be tonight?
I don't know.
That should be it.
Okay.
That should be it.
All right. Well,
But
Gavin. Jaden, come over here. Jay has something he wants to say to you in private. No, I'm kidding.
Jay, as you're waiting for them to stop talking, you do see they're talking. Jack slaps James, and then they're talking again. They come back over to you guys.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
If we were still
He slapped me
dreaming.
because of Zoe.
We're still dreaming.
It's fucking
And
unusual.
yeah. I don't know if I believe that after the whole. Oh my god. If he wanted to see he was still
We were
dreaming, he could have done that
threatened me
over
about Zoe
here.
'cause the
So I
cafe
don't
and
know.
some bullshit. Fucker.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
well,
didn't
fuck
need to know
you.
that all in detail. Fuck you.
I think out of everyone here, Jack, are you the arbiter of who's good and
The
bad?
fuck? The hell kind of question's that?
I don't fucking know.
Jack, you realize all of the shit that happened that has been because of your
Are you
mistakes.
on my side on this? That's a first.
Look, I would go over to you, James, and say, look, you obviously got something going on. So do the rest of us. But I'm a bit of a romantic, and I don't
no,
think
he wasn't
anyone
trying to
should
stop
stop
me.
you from
He
seeing
wasn't
who
trying
you
to
love.
stop me. Oh yeah,
Fuck
fuck
that shit.
I mean, fuck
Fuck
him. He
that.
wasn't trying to stop me. More just the big brother talk, the father talk of if you do anything, I will kill you. And then the slap was to see if we were dreaming, but I think he liked that a little too much, and
I'll admit, it gave me a little pleasure to smack the shit out of him. I will admit, it did give me a little bit of pleasure.
By the way, Chaz, do you want
I
to pause
muted
my
it,
singing
so,
since I'm not singing anymore at the moment? Okay.
Yeah, by the way, Chaz, yes, finally, it's gone. My
Rhythm
least
bot.
favorite member here, Rhythm. But,
Okay, continue.
Chaz, I don't think Jaden's going to believe that necessarily. If this
Make
was
a
just about Zoe, then
alright, then make a psychology roll, and
I would also like to do that since I
okay.
am scrutinizing them a bit.
and then
Fast
both
talk.
of you guys,
Uh-huh.
James and Jack, change it so you're
I
rolling
forget
to the
how to do
DM
that. How do I?
and
whisper
make
to Kiki,
your
there we go.
respective
Is
rolls.
it what
Ah!
I Can
Whisper
do
to
I
you.
have?
Make your respective rolls over whatever you
Look,
guys are
let me
doing.
look and see if I have any
Be it remember interpersonal
know,
skills only for this, and it would be for you two. It would be either persuade, fast
I'm
talk,
intimidated. No,
charm,
I'm
or
intimidated.
probably not intimidate. No, but the other yeah, you guys. I see your
Yes,
psychology.
it's because we wanted to see if we were
Smacked!
awake.
You're next.
I'm looking for the one that I want to use.
I really want to use intimidate now. You're next. You see the head like winding up.
Stop asking so many questions!
All right, just give me a second.
Did either of them fail worse than us?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. The one time I fail psychology.
I haven't had much chance to use my photography lately.
Did you think it was gonna come up much?
Mm,
I thought that I'd had my camera a lot more than I did.
You should start a photography club in the college.
No, because you know the kinds of people I'd get there.
All right, guys. So you guys are like what? You think they're lying to you, or
I mean, they
know
already
what you're
have
talking
been
about.
caught lying to
I
us
haven't lied to
once,
y'all.
so yeah, we're kind of
That-
scrutinizing them.
okay?
That- Well, not
They, I mean, from what they're saying, I mean, it definitely seems reasonable, and you don't just kind of like feel like they're lying. You don't feel any kind of they're lying to me. You don't. I mean, it just seems like okay, odd, but okay.
I'm not buying it. If they were really talking just about Zoe, they would have no trouble doing it in front of us because they've let us in on their
That's
inside
true.
joke. They made the jokes about, hey, I'm gonna shoot off his dong with a shotgun.
Yeah,
I don't care. They are hiding something.
yeah, that's true. But, well, nothing we can call
Well,
them
if
on
you
at the
really
moment.
feel that strongly, you do know you can push.
I'm not going to push.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Jaden-
push.
I feel that strongly. I'm
Jaden's
not gonna
not
push, but I feel
buying
that.
it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
then
yeah.
we're going to fail and bad shit's gonna happen. No, we have no proof, but we have our suspicions. But
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
So Jay would say whatever. Well, whatever. Just to let you know, Jack, you fucked up just like the rest of us. He's going through some shit. You're going through some shit. I'm going through some shit. And I'm sure Jaden's
Even the
going
fifth
through
member
some
is going
shit.
through some shit.
None of us
whoever
ain't
they
going
are.
through shit.
Hmm.
So, whatever.
I appreciate
And
that,
I would
Jay.
start
Thank
walking
you.
towards where I know the town to be. Whatever.
And James is gonna run up and look at Jay.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're walking with a limp? Do you want a hand with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
did?
asked you for one.
When?
Before your secret talk.
Yeah, that was a bit personal. Here, take it. Give us a second, guys. We need to at least splint up his leg a bit. I don't know if it's broken or if is it sprained, maybe.
Looking
you
at
should
it,
be
it's
fine.
it's definitely just
Here.
like a
And
minor
he's gonna
sprain.
wrap it up. Basically, like you know how when you get a sprain, you're supposed to wrap up the sprain. He's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Got roll medicine?
Yes, and also mark off a use. You have 12. You have 12 total uses of a med kit. Mark off one use of it.
Will do. And let me find
Is
out
that what you
where
remember you
medicine
have
is.
used?
Here it is. Woo!
One.
Oh wait, it's still whispering to. It was a 23. That was a hard success.
You whispered that to me, but it was a 23. So yeah, you go through, you wrap it. Jay, it feels like you have a wrapped up ankle, but I will allow that roll. I'll push you back up
Ooh.
to 9 hit points again.
Look at me go doing things.
All right.
All right, you guys are heading to Ulthar.
Indeed.
It doesn't take you too long to get there. The city is a lot taller than you guys thought. The walls are pretty tall, stone walls. And it is built like on the city, like half of it is on a hill too, kind of like the city of Hobbiton in Lord of the Rings. But for the most part, it's a nice looking city. But you get as you're approaching the front gates of the town, you notice a couple things that some of it worries you, some of it's just kind of meh. You see a covered wagon sitting off the side of the path at the gate with an old woman. Looks to be like a human woman, old woman, with like multicolored robes, many scarves on, like a weird like purplish turban, just sitting out there. A bunch of like there's like a table out on the back side of her covered wagon, with a bunch of with like a candle and uh, what looks to be a skull of some sorts, a deck of cards, and all that stuff. And as you walk up, you can kind of hear her. Can somebody help me get into the city?
What do you need help with,
I
ma'am?
those soldiers, and she kind of points over, and this is when you notice there are two soldiers standing on either side of the gate, wearing metal armor, black and yellow colored, spikes on the on the shoulders, helmets that kind of vaguely resemble something you would see a pharaoh wearing in ancient Egypt. And she's like, the soldiers won't let me in, but if you, I will read one of your fortunes for free if you help me into the city.
You, we
Why do you
can
need?
help you in. You don't have to give us payment, or at
Oh,
least
it's the least I could do if you help me.
Jaden's gonna shrug and start walking over to the soldiers, I guess.
Jay will as well.
Excuse me, sirs. Why aren't you letting the old woman into the city here?
They while they were standing just watching you guys, they start to put their hand on one of their they put their hands on their sword at their side. Her kind is not allowed in this city.
What kind is that?
Oracle.
Oracles aren't allowed
Oracles
in?
are not allowed in Ulthar.
Why is there a reason?
It's the city rules.
I mean, how are you so certain that she's an oracle?
Well, have you looked at her?
People can look in all different ways. It doesn't necessarily belie their occupation. I've seen many people who dress as if they're the richest men in the world, and guess what? They're the lowest scum of the earth, car salesmen.
They kind of look confused at that statement, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. You might not get
the
that.
Black King has determined determined that there are no oracles welcome in any city.
The Black King isn't Ulthar, isn't it Nyarlathotep?
You don't know.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't know.
I thought I rolled for it.
No,
And
no,
I
no.
have the
Jack
book on
Jack
Yarlathotep.
knew.
Oh.
Would I know? Because I suppose that I can overhear the.
Yeah. You know that the Black King is another name for Nyarlathotep.
I mean, you
And is
do.
Ulthar also known as Nyarlathotep?
No, Ulthar is known as the Great Warrior.
I'm gonna kind of
Sir?
step up and go.
Ulthar is I think he was a great one. Nyarlathotep is a
Here.
outer.
I'll pull up my notes.
I'm gonna kind of step up to the guards and go.
My butt.
A couple of questions on that. Is Nyarlathotep
What?
or the Black King? Is the Black King the ruler of this city, of Ulthar's city?
He's not.
Ruler. We are the city of Ulthar is under the Black King's protection.
But it's also under the control of Ulthar. So Ulthar would logically.
Ulthar is not under the control of anyone. Ulthar is under the protection of the Black King.
Why
But
does
this is
why does the
Ulthar's city?
why does Ulthar
Right.
need protection?
They don't answer.
He's the great warrior. I think if anyone would need help,
Guys, I think we're going about this in the wrong way. Look at her. She's an old woman. And he's going to sort of he's going to look
the
around.
idea of an oracle is a preposterous thing. It's nothing more than a psychology trick.
Shut the fuck up. This is my turn. Anywho, he's going to look around and sort of like waggle his finger like a "come here, I have a secret to tell you" way.
The guards don't move.
Yeah, duh.
If you ask me, she seems a little ditzy. Even if she was an oracle, do you really think that she's going to be capable of any sort of voodoo of any kind? And
Does not
besides,
matter. The Black King has decreed that there are no oracles to be welcome in any city under his protection.
well, you do realize what oracles can do, don't you?
Yes, they deceive. They incite rebellion.
Right. No. What they can do is they can see the future. And what they can do is they know exactly what to do, the thoughts and the patterns they need to do to go ahead and make you disappear. I don't think you want to mess with someone like that. It's
May-
far above your pay grade.
Make a persuasion or intimidation
I'll do
or fast talk.
I'll do persuasion. You know what? I'm gonna push it. Jaden's actually going to say, actually, believe it or not, I once came across an oracle. And after that, and he's going to reach towards his eyes and make a motion like he's taking them out, and he's going to activate his special eyes. I
All right.
I lost my sight.
All right. The guards are visibly disturbed by what is just happening. Get this woman in here. Get
Thank you, sir. Hey, and he's going to put his hand on Jay's shoulder.
Do you mind helping me move around again?
Of course, friend.
all
Hey,
right.
you're free to come in, man.
Thank you. And she gets all of her stuff in the wagon and goes into the town and waits for you guys to get to come over to her and because she did promise you a free fortune telling for
All
one
right.
of you.
And
I
Jade's gonna-
lead Jaden into the town.
And once we get in, Jaden's going to deactivate his special eyes as he doesn't need to anymore.
All right.
I knew that
That's
weird trick would come in handy.
That was good. I'll give you that.
That was pretty smart. You're a tricksy motherfucker.
Doctors hate him for this one weird trick.
All right. Let's see. Let's do rock paper scissors to see who gets a fortune.
As you guys are doing this, she's setting up her table again, lighting the
Alright, rock,
candles,
paper,
all that
scissors.
stuff.
Y'all want? How about we? Ooh, do y'all want to activate our webcams and actually play rock paper
I
scissors?
still don't have a webcam.
Shoot.
Yep.
We all message Chaz rock
Yeah.
paper or scissors.
Yes.
Go for it.
Before doing it, Jay is going to look at all of you and say, "By the way, I'm gonna pick paper."
Alright. Alright, I sent you my rolls, my thing,
All right.
Chaz.
What do you guys? What do you guys? Yo.
Here, one second.
Yep.
Actually, give me 1
Yep.
second.
You know what? I'm not dissuading myself. I'm in.
So is it whoever wins?
Yes.
If I don't know how we're gonna do this, but whatever. I'm sending my thing.
We're sending it to Chaz, and then Chaz tells us what happens.
All right. All right.
I'm just gonna kind of look over at James and go, you know, the funny thing is I remember doing rock paper scissors
Yeah,
for the llama.
shit. Oh, yeah, a while back. Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
Nods.
So we hated that moment and still does to this day.
So as you guys all put your hands out and do rock paper scissors, every single person, except for Gavin, or except for Jaden, does paper. Jaden stands over there with some scissors.
It was best 2 out of 2, right?
Hell no. Jaden's gonna walk over to the fortune teller.
Jay would look at the other two and say, "You two are cowards, and you
I thought it
should
was
know
reverse
that."
psychology.
You guys
No.
all watch as Jaden sits down because it's a small table, so you can kind of kneel at the table, because she is in fact a very small elderly woman. She's got a large candle lit on the table, and a skull on the other side of the table, a deck of cards sitting untouched in the center, and she beckons to you to give her your hand.
Alright, Jaden will give her his hand.
She grabs it and pulls your arm towards you and starts looking at your pulling your what's the word for it?
Arm?
No, like inspecting, that's the word. Your hand, turning it over, grabbing it, squeezing it in certain places, and her other hand is having a very, very firm grip, almost like she's like grabbing onto you, like she's holding on for dear life on your forearm. And as you all watch, the smoke from the candle starts to thicken and swirl around the two of them, and the skull's eyes start to take on a deep purple glow. And a voice that's not the same voice you heard comes out from both the skull and the woman. It shall be then, when fire burns blue, a drunken fight shall bring forth a world of darkness, the downfall of an empire, and the forging of a legend. And you, Jaden, you look down at your arm and you see that she is actually drawing blood from your arm.
Hey,
And
can,
the blood is, instead of going down, it is, the blood is seeping down your arm towards her at a
hey,
fast pace.
And she licks it up like.
can you let go? It's kind of hurting me.
She doesn't let go. She doesn't loosen her grip, but she does loosen it in a way that you're not so much bleeding anymore. Like she's not pushing blood out of you, but the blood that is there is still going
Ooh,
towards her and is now pooling in your
spooky
hand.
fucking bitch.
And with a deep gasp, she lets go, and the blood in your hand sinks and goes in, just falls onto the cards and disappears.
Jaden's gonna rub the area where the blood fell out of, and like, ouch.
There are no marks on your arm.
What the hell?
Fucking Oracle bitch.
What did all of that mean?
I do not know the future.
She
And
just stole
she
your life
sounds
force.
considerably younger, and looks younger too.
She stole my blood.
I do
That
not know.
bitch.
I can only tell the future, not understand it.
So, how much
Thank-
does a fortune normally cost?
Oh, about 10 stone.
I pull out my wallet. Is it a normal wallet?
Is it normal
Yes.
money?
Does it have money in it?
Yes.
Do you accept real world currency?
She's like generally confused by
I'm
real world currency.
Okay, have you heard of dreamers?
I have met quite a few in my time.
Okay, we're dreamers, and I got money from my world.
No, I do not accept any outside currency.
Jaden's gonna pick up 10 rocks off the ground and no, I'm joking.
She looks at all of you. Thank you for helping me into the city. I
No
hope
problem.
good travels in your future. She starts packing up her table.
Hey, if he would whisper to her, if the Black King is afraid of you, I really hope you do whatever he's afraid of.
She gives you a sly smile, and I think you will too.
Gypsy
And
wagons.
goes into her covered
Jake,
wagon.
I think we did something about that earlier, right? So I think we did something with that earlier. Gypsy wagons.
Alright. So what do you guys want to do now? You're now in
He's
the
looking over a cat.
I'm gonna look
The city
around
of
for some cat people.
In fact, looking around, majority of the buildings in Ulthar, not all of them, but a good majority, the doors to the buildings look not real. And you see a hatch at the bottoms of all of these doors. And looking around now, you see as well, there are people of various shapes and sizes, but more often than not, you're seeing just cats everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up
Some
to
of them wearing clothing.
Okay.
Quite a few of them looking like they are talking to each other. Some of them are like purchasing like some bread
Okay.
from
I'm gonna
stalls.
walk up to a cat that is wearing clothing.
Okay. Well, as well, when you're looking around, you do see, um, no, never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay, you
Okay.
walk up to a cat. You walk up to a cat,
Okay.
and you just walk up and stand there.
I would say, hello?
Oh, hello! Turns
Hey.
around and looks at and like stands up on its back hind legs and looks
Mhm.
at. Oh, hello!
Nice to meet you. I'm Jay, and I'd hold out a hand, and I'm gonna start out with a friendly conversation and try to be very charming.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll charm?
Um. Nah.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you. I'm Jay. What's your name?
I am Rusty.
Rusty. I like that
Yeah.
name. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Welcome to Ulthar.
Thank you very much. So, how do I meet Ulthar?
Well, Ulthar has not been in our city for far longer than I've been alive.
Oh, that worthless professor.
What?
Nothing. I was just told that he was here. Where is he?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I know that there's a. If you're looking for something like that, we have a temple to Ulthar in the in the outskirts of the city.
Um, do you know where any Elder gods live?
Oh, no, no. I have never. I've not. I have not left Ulthar, so I have. There's no reason to know of any place other than here.
Hmm. What's your opinions of those knights that are here?
To this question, Rusty kind of looks at you, takes a couple steps back, and I have places to be. I should be
Hey,
going,
hey,
and
hey!
then just darts off. Jaden actually,
Holy
as you're look,
shit. Was that a
Jaden,
kid?
Jaden, as you're looking around, you're seeing like you do see kind of, not too far from where Jay went to talk to this cat. You see this oddly shaped shadow
A shadow.
following one of these cats, and the cat kind of the cat is just walking down the street, but the shadow doesn't fit the shape of anything near this cat, but it's following, and it's a lot darker than normal shadows. And as you're watching this, because it is kind of suspicious, and you have had your eyes out for weird stuff like this, um, you watch as the shadow catches up to the cat, and in one swift motion envelops the cat, and then there is no more cat.
Is there shadow?
The shadow is still there, and then it then just continues moving down the street and out of sight. And you look around, and it doesn't seem like anybody else has noticed what has happened.
Did did you guys not see what just happened?
I'm just gonna slowly turn at Jaden and go, see what? And just do that creepy smile.
Did someone was just murdered in this?
For the
Looks like
record,
that
Jack,
Oblivion
you did
game,
not see
doesn't it?
anything.
Oh.
I know that. Yeah, the Khajiit. That looks.
I
Yeah,
already made
literally,
the
this
joke.
looks like a video game. What the hell?
That's not important right now. Look.
It's not there anymore. But there was
You
a cat.
guys look and see, and Jaden is just pointing to an empty spot in the middle of the street.
There was a cat there. Something jumped up and he was
Okay.
gone.
Jay walks back over to the group and says, the cats don't seem to
probably
want to
for
talk about the nights.
The same reason we're here, right?
Well,
Oh,
also,
shit.
Ulthar's gone. He hasn't been here for years. Yeah, our professor sucks.
The professor
Jin?
never told you that he was in Ulthar.
Yes, he did.
No, he said it is thought that he is in Ulthar.
Jaden's going to take a look at all of our shadows. They're
He
normal.
said, no, I actually wrote his exact quote, Hypnos, and then in parentheses, Underworld, and Ulthar, in parentheses, Serenian, reside in the Dreamlands.
Right. Then nowhere does that say anything about the city of Ulthar.
Yeah, but it did. He did
So
talk about
then,
I'm gonna just
No,
kinda
not
look
Skyrim.
over at you guys
no,
and
no.
Alex. You
Skyrim's
made
not-
reference to
Skyrim's
Skyrim
not out
and
yet.
go,
No, they didn't
I
make
looked
reference
this
to
up,
Skyrim. They
too.
made reference to Oblivion.
Well, Skyrim came out in 2011, actually.
Dude, wait, you had to look up if Skyrim was out yet?
Yeah, they made reference to
Promo,
Oblivion.
We
Well,
would've seen
there might not have
promos
been
for
I
it.
just make reference to
Skyrim's
Oblivion. It's
older
the
than I
easiest.
thought.
So the thing is, we don't know. Do we go to Lang now and try to find people there? Because that's the only other place we know, right?
Jaden's going to activate his special eyes.
Okay.
Is there anything in limbo around us? Anything
Um,
that might point to clues about what that shadow is or where it went?
You don't see anything in Limbo besides the usual. You see a bunch more of these broken down buildings. The tower is a lot closer than it's ever been.
Close? Like, how close are we talking?
Like, it's still pretty far off, but it looks like it's just over the hill.
So
We can worry about it later and go back to regular vision.
As you guys are talking amongst yourselves, you do hear a slight commotion over near some of those market stalls that you were just at, Jay.
okay.
And you see a bunch of these Ulthar denizens, cat and humanoid alike, are looking kind of a little scared. And you see about 4 or 5 more of these armed soldiers walking through. They have various styles of swords, and you see 2 of them they don't have the spikes on their shoulders, and they have slightly differently like colored helmets. Like the instead of it being black and yellow, it's yellow and black. And they are wielding, like, they have on their back these large golden recurve
Ooh, I want one.
bows.
I am going to begin.
And as you guys are looking at this, and you see everybody, they're just walking through and like pushing random citizens out of their way, grabbing random stuff out of the market stalls and just pocketing it. Like they are looking like we own this place. There's nothing you can do to
Take
stop.
us on
Like
your own
they're like
size,
basically the
fine.
bullies in the schoolyard.
Okay.
Jaden's gonna turn around. What if we sent them after the shadow?
That's a good idea. I am going to begin singing.
I am going to, as he starts to,
What are you
I
singing?
gotta raise my hand and put it over his mouth, going, "You really think we want to draw attention to ourselves?"
Joke's
gonna
on
walk
you.
away from the
I'm
group
wearing a
and just,
helmet.
Yeah.
I'm walking with James because this is going to end badly.
Jay, what are you singing?
I am singing for basically the belief that guards should protect the citizens from dangers, and thinking about a shadow beast.
So you believe Jaden?
I mean, we believe
I believe
anyone
Jaden.
right now. If they
Okay.
said there's a
Jaden's
shadow
gonna-
beast. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys.
Just so you sort of have just so you know you have some direction. Jaden's gonna point out and tell you where it went and what it did.
Yeah, Jaden lately has been the least shifty out of all of my companions. So
So make a power roll for him.
come on, luck. Come on, RNG. Yeah.
As well as a persuasion roll.
Persuasion, not singing or charm. Damn.
Persuasion.
Fuck.
Could I make the persuasion roll, or does he have to?
He has to.
I have to roll so much.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Well, arguably, out of everybody, you do have the most powerful ability.
Reality warping?
And okay.
I don't warp reality. Technically, my ability is to eschew causality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
basically reality.
there's a fine line between causality and reality.
Exactly. So my ability is technically not to warp reality. My ability is to warp causality, and so technically,
Someone fires a gun at you. Instead, you get hit with a rose. Yeah, that's not reality warping at all.
Yeah, no, that's not changing reality at all.
I changed the outcome of the event.
Yeah, he's gonna argue with this the same way he argues about not killing Yig's children. So there's
I
just no
didn't kill
point.
Yig's children.
For the
Alright.
record, Twitch viewers, he did in fact kill Yig's children.
I did not. I just handed the idiot Vincent the lighter.
Yes, so you
I am
indirectly.
going to look
Plus
the
my
other way.
ability.
Do what you feel you should do, and
you-
walk away.
So you indirectly killed him. All right, getting back to
I
this.
handed the idiot the
Hey.
loaded gun. I did not shoot the gun.
Wait, what
Doesn't
the fuck
matter.
happened?
You still
I
indirectly
was
did
getting
it. You
water.
provided the weaponry. You've done it basically.
What?
Okay, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
you start singing despite Jack's protests. And as they leave, you continue singing, and you feel that heat inside your chest. And you want to change the minds of these soldiers. You want to change how they feel, how they act. And the soldiers kind of stop,
Wait a minute. Oh my god.
look around. They all 5 of them look over at you and Jaden. And let me see. Okay. Oh, the 2 archers stop and put down the various stuff that they've picked up and go off in the direction that you were thinking about you were pointed out by Jaden, and the other 3 start marching over to you, and they look pretty angry.
How do you want to handle this?
Oh, that's simple. I'm going to start singing that they do not notice our existence.
Okay. You start singing, and they continue coming your way.
Aw.
The way I see it, there's 2 ways to handle this. We can run, or we can
I love that
die
James
here.
and Jack walked away because they knew this
Or
was a
we can
dumb
try and
idea.
talk our way out, but I don't know. This is a brilliant idea.
I
I just-
imagine that James and Jack.
I have never
We're
had
like,
to
we're
roll
about to
persuasion.
walk
persuasion.
across the market constantly.
Alleyway,
We
just
are
kinda
looking
watching this.
inconspicuous as fuck.
I have I have never had to roll persuasion for my ability before, so this is new to me.
Hmm.
So
Let me try.
now I
Let
know
me
that my
try.
ability is BS because I could have just actually tried to persuade them.
Here, let me try. I'm
Oh no, I
actually
mean there is special cases based on what you're trying to do. I mean, it did tell you that, you know, there are some things that you would have to make sure to keep track of and everything.
Well,
here. Let me try.
my whole ability is about manipulating the actions and emotions of creatures who can hear it, but apparently it takes a successful power roll and persuasion roll to manipulate their
It takes a
actions.
special power roll for normal times. It takes a special
Special eyes?
rolls in general when it comes to beings of great that have a uh
We'll worry about it.
different minds than usual.
We'll worry about it later. Here, let me try and speak to them. Let's see if we can talk our way out of this before running.
All right, Jay's just going to continue using his spear as a walking stick,
Okay.
but having his hands on it.
Jade is gonna take a step forward to sort of say, like, "Hey, I'm the one you want to talk to."
They approach you two. Who are you, outsiders?
What
Fellow
ho, fellow
guardsmen!
guardsmen? We are. I can't do the accent. We're
Fellow?
Jay would say, "Hey, I'm King. Nice to meet you."
we're we're tourists.
I'm so glad we left.
You do good to not make any trouble.
You're right. My
Okay.
bad. But if you're looking for trouble,
If you're looking for trouble,
we
make it
saw
double.
something strange in the marketplace. We we just wanted to get your attention. There's something here, and it it, uh, it killed one of the cat people in front of our eyes, and it ran away. It disintegrated his body. I don't even know where it went.
We were told the gods here were supposed to be protecting the citizens, right?
They all stand like kind of go to that attention pose. Ulthar is under the Black King's protection.
All right. Well, there's something hurting the people of Ulthar.
We have
If
not noticed anything going wrong with the city of Ulthar.
I'm gonna roll psychology on that.
Okay.
Hard success.
They're saying it like it's a mantra. Like
Uh-huh.
we need to say this, and if we say it enough times, it'll be true.
Okay. Okay.
And
Well, then
it's been
There is
it's
no
in
more
with
seem to say.
with your hard success, you also get the feeling of it sounds as well of it's like kind of like the whole thing in Avatar. It sounds like they are trained to say this. They are almost to the point of like it's an immediate response. Like they can't help themselves.
Okay. Then Jay would respond, "All right, then keep up the good work," and he would begin walking away.
All right.
There
Jade is
oh,
going to turn to follow him, but before he does
there
that,
is no COVID in the
he's
U.
going to turn around and he's going to say, "You know, if there was hypothetically a shadow beast that was killing people, I'm sure
Oh
that
no.
the Black King would be very appreciative if someone were to kill it before the citizens caused a revolt. I'm sure that it would cause
Oh,
a
good
great raise
God.
in their paycheck." He's gonna turn and follow after Jay.
They show no reaction to anything you said, and as they as far as you like until you stop looking back at them, they're just still standing there at attention.
It was worth a shot.
Although, Ryder, now do you see why you had a bit of a
They
different
are under
role for
brainwashing.
trying to manipulate their minds?
Hmm.
All right.
We've split
So
the
what do you want to
party a
do
fatal error,
now
but
in the city of Ulthar? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys it just came back to Jaden and Jay were going back over to you guys.
Jay would say to Jaden, I'm not sure about heading back to them. Do you want to investigate this shadow beast on our own for a bit?
don't
I-
you know you never
The thing
They're
is
can.
weird.
acting real weird.
They are acting weird. I agree with you, but the thing is, the shadow thing, it followed after the cat and it didn't even know it was there. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I know you guys are on the lookout too. If this is something that only I can see with my power, we need to be able to warn them, even if they are acting strange.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this. I was going to leave the college because of all the shit that specifically Jack and Jack and James were doing. Jack not telling us about the oncoming apocalypse, and James having little care for life and death in the world. Jack promised me whenever he told me not to leave and that he was sorry for what he did, that he was going to stop being more honest and more forthcoming with information because we're a team. And now he is proceeding to go right back to his ways. So, yeah, I'm a little hesitant working with him. He is a manipulator, and I don't deal with that shit. He is going to use us. I've dealt with these people as soon as I started getting money. They tell you one thing so that you think they're your friend, but really they just want you for things.
You are right, but the thing is, under normal circumstances, I'd agree, even though it is dangerous. But this is not just the fate of us we're talking about. If what they're saying is right, then it could be the end of the world.
Yeah, so let's take the shadow thing out, and then we'll talk to them. I don't want to work with them on it because they're doing something.
Let's give it until the end of the day. And if we haven't found anything significant, we go looking for them. Because I don't want to, even if they are horrible people, I still think we should stick together. It would give us a better chance of surviving whatever's coming.
All right.
But yeah, they didn't seem to take me too seriously when I told them about the Shadow Beast.
Yeah.
Jack openly mocked me about it.
Uh-huh. And I'm tired of dealing with their bullshit. They don't believe us on the things that are obvious. You did that originally, but that was because you were in denial, but you're better now. But they just more Jack than the other. But it's just so little trust and so little open communication, but they expect it from us. And I'm fucking tired of it.
Well, let's try and take our minds off it for right now. Let's go look after the Shadow Beast. All I've got is the direction it went. And it seems as though we aren't going to get too much more harassment from those guards. Maybe those other two that you managed to send off after him have found something.
Yeah, let's follow.
Don't you
Let's
know?
start following after the Shadow Beast.
Yep.
So you're going in the direction that
We're splitting the party,
that
it
that
seems.
shadow went?
Huzzah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right.
No,
What are the what?
You guys split the party.
We walked away
No,
from a
I
dumb
mean,
situation.
they might have
Let's
split
be
it, but you
honest
guys
here.
refused to go back, so it's a bit on everybody. Okay, so Jack and James, what are you also doing?
Jack's gonna kind of just look over at James and go, "Look,
That was dumb. Yeah,
I
no, I
get
don't
it.
want to get caught. We need to keep a low
That-
profile over here.
I get that we don't want to draw attention to ourselves,
Nope.
but shouldn't we say something?
We saw how the guards were at the
I
front
mean-
gates we don't want to deal with that, do we?
Look,
I think what we need to do is we need to go find people who can help us here, and the only other
no,
place I know of here is Lang, because that's literally where the skull came from, and who we were talking with earlier. So I'm not really sure where else to go because the person we were looking for apparently just isn't here. And he looks around. Ah, fuck, they're gone. Damn it. So then, it's you and me again. Most likely.
So what are you
What?
guys doing? You guys
Let's
searching
look
for
around,
information
see what we
in
can-
Ulthar?
I'm gonna. I would say that we need to start looking at. Is there anything about a rebellion, or like they were very keen to say we don't let oracles in because they can start a rebellion. That thus insinuates that there's already a bit of a rebellion wanting to go on. So that means that there's probably someone, and we just watched how the guards reacted. Then
let's
there's
look around,
probably a
try to see what
rebellion
we can
somewhere in
find. Maybe
this
find other
city.
information on that guy, Othar. It was Othar, right? We were looking for.
I don't even really think we need to get a hold of Ulthar.
Like
At this point,
like Revolution,
I think we just
yeah.
need to find someone that's standing up against him, against our pain in the ass. So at this point, I think the idea, besides, half the time I don't even know what the hell we're doing.
That's worrying.
Jay just drags us in here and
let's do
like,
this. Let's go to the library.
doing. I apocalypse, but come on. We don't even know where to start
Yeah,
to end the
I
apocalypse.
mean, it's still not good that you hit
and he
that.
just expects us to know
Don't
what
do
the
that
hell
again,
to
kind of
do.
thing, but
In my defense,
you,
I am half insane, driven insane by my powers, because I can't tell the difference between
Jack, you were already
reality
insane before your
dream,
powers. It's okay.
and make believe anymore.
You gotta keep at least some sense of humor when the
Well,
world's gonna end, right? But let's go find the library first and see if we can find any books maybe on Narlathotep, and then look around and find if we can see anyone else who's on our side and standing up against. How's that sound? Alrighty then. That's our plan.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right, so we're gonna go with the easier one that like will take less time. Which would probably be Jack and James.
Oh?
Yes.
Oh, well, fuck you guys.
As you're searching the city, there is no library. But as you guys are walking, as you two are walking around, you feel James, you feel slight like tap on your leg, and looking down, you see
Oh.
an old, ripped up cat looking up at you. Are
You are
dreamers? You see, like, one of his eyes kind of like half closed. There's a big gash above it.
Who are you? He doesn't want to
Are
answer that
you a
question
dreamer?
first. Chaz's face. Oh yeah,
So you're so you guys are so
Chaz says trying to find an
suspicious.
NPC name generator really quick.
My
name
name
is-
is Ruffles.
His name is John.
No, his name's
James
also
No.
Jack
Jack
Jaden
Joe.
Day John.
All right, so my next character's name is going to be Jonah, and then we have to get Jameson after that, and then we have to kick one person out of the party. So we have
Well,
J.
no, we
Jonah
need
Jameson in the
James,
party.
and we need a son.
That's right.
Are you planning on fucking my
Too
sister? Is what
late.
I'm hearing.
Yeah. Jazz is just looking at us with such
Obviously.
sheer
Planning?
disappointment.
Yeah.
This is the shit show you run, dude.
No, fuck
Jack
you.
would
You
not.
gotta stop that.
I'm just waiting for you guys to stop talking so I can talk.
Talk.
They call me
Okay.
Gray Star.
Well, Great Star, if you are asking if we are dreamers, I will say that I was in a bad dream
Come to think of it, I think
recently.
I've been in one recently too. Why are you asking? Okay, we're in an unfamiliar location.
You guys are assholes to
Mhm.
everybody you meet.
Okay, on our defense, we are just being suspicious because that can be a very dangerous question to answer.
I just asked why he's
No,
asking.
I know, but
Suspicion does not equal you be an asshole necessarily.
Why?
I mean, it was an assholey answer. Are you a dreamer? Well, I have
We're
dreamt
being
once in my
vague.
life.
We're being
Yeah.
vague
I
on
said I was
purpose. It's like
recently in a bad
Spyfall here,
dream.
buddy.
It's
So,
basically the same thing.
as soon as I see the cat getting frustrated with this, I'm gonna go,
Oh, fuck, okay. Why are
well,
you asking?
if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yes.
Come with me. We need to talk in a place that's not so.
Open?
Or following
We're
a
admitting
person
to
you just
things
met
like that.
who
It
asked
could
that
get
question
you killed
could
very
get you killed
quickly.
very quickly. Where are we going? Nope, 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 nope.
I'm just gonna kind of grab James by the neck, just start,
Fucker.
just kind of start dragging him as I follow the cat.
Damn it.
Like,
All right.
like I said, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die at this point.
The Gray Star leads you over to this part of the city that there's not
Little
there's
raggedy.
not really many people here. Kind of looks a little run down. It leads you to this one building that really just looks like it should be destroyed and demolished. And when you guys are all in, there's nobody here. I mean, he leads you in, and it's like a. It kind of reminds you of the stuff that you've seen in history books of old 1920s speakeasies. He leads you to a back table where there's where nobody's in earshot, and if you are dreamers, then you should be more careful about walking around like that. You're pretty open to anybody
no
seeing
shit,
you,
but
and
we don't
there are
really
quite
know
a
how
few
else to
eyes
walk
that you don't
around.
want on you.
We're looking for information.
So,
The NPC says, "You really shouldn't admit to being dreamers to strangers you've never met." Before.
Takes out a knife because you should.
just look at him for a second and go, I'm going to presume that you are one of them that doesn't care that there is everything is fine in the city of Ulthar kind of people or kind of cat. What do I
The
call
night, The knights came in many years ago. Just took residence like they owned the place.
So it's not that the city is under the protection, it's the city is under protection.
Our city is one of many that has been taken during the war.
The war? What war?
What a day. Yeah.
How long have you guys been here?
Approximately 1 day. Maybe 2. We're working on our 2nd day. Met rat people, got kidnapped by rat people, befriended rat people, walked to a city, helped an old lady in to the city.
When you're saying this, his face just gets really strained, and I guess the best you could say is angry looking when you say you befriended the rat
Got
people.
kidnapped by the rat people.
Befriended is a
Bargained for our lives. The
vague
rat
term in
people.
that. We come
About
here
the
with
same.
not to us. Point here.
This
We've
war,
had the past day and a half.
this war has been going on for the past. In your time, 200 years.
And yet no one in our school knew about it. Fuck.
Hello?
I have a question.
And
How often do dreamers come here?
the last
Someone's mic is
dreamer
clicking a
to
lot.
come here was about 200 years ago.
Yeah.
In your Earth time,
It's
Let me
Jake.
let me think. What is your Earth year right now?
2010.
Yeah, it's Jake's.
About 1970 was the last dreamer.
Wow. Our school sucks.
Right about the same time is when the kingdom city of Moor came upon their horrible curse.
More is in which area?
Moor on the map is in the eastern desert, over by the Pool of Night.
Don't you know? I'm transitioning to the
Do you see it
map.
on
There
the
you
map?
go, guys. Now you can see a map.
MHOR.
Give me more, give me more.
MHOR. You guys see it?
Give me
Yeah,
more.
I see it.
As in fact, that city used to be protected from the early war armies by one of our great ones. In fact, it was the only great one that we heard about since that it disappeared right before the war.
Out of curiosity, would that be the city's namesake?
No,
Okay, just not.
wait, what are you asking?
Ulthar.
I'm asking, is it Ulthar?
Well, Ulthar is not a great one.
No.
Ulthar is an elder god.
I'm also confused. So many different ones to keep up with.
Ulthar is an elder god.
It is very confusing, you have to admit that, Chaz.
But we haven't seen that great one. We haven't seen her in a long time. But
What was the name of the great one? Out of my curiosity.
oh, I don't remember. It was my memory's not the best. You would have to go speak with hold on just 1 second, sorry. You'd have to go speak with King Karanes in Celevice. He would be able to tell you. He's kept his kingdom out of the sight of the war for this long.
And
Oh, what was the city's name again?
Celevice.
Sullivice.
Yeah.
You see
Oh,
the
it's
part in the
balloons.
center
Yeah,
of the
that's what
map
it
that
is.
where there are all those balloons?
Yes.
Do you think a dreamer
That's-
being there would up
It's
that
literally right
okay.
there.
Okay.
Well, there is no dreamer there.
From what I'm understanding, James, we're the first dreamers. The four of us are the first dreamers to set foot back
Right,
in
but
the dreamlands
do you think
since the 1970s. In 40 years, none of us have set foot, yet our college says, oh yeah, everyone goes there.
They don't say that, Jake.
They say second years do.
They say second years are allowed to.
But when we spoke to the painting girl, she said that that it was common for
we
the
need to
second
talk
years not to go.
them?
No, they said it was. They
Yeah.
said they were allowed to.
I don't really want to, but we need to. But do you think, again, are we going to be welcome there? Because it seems dreamers are very, as you said, we need to stop walk in a way that makes us look less conspicuous.
Well,
Half the time,
dreamers are not welcome with the army.
Wonderful.
They make that perfectly clear.
Joy, which, from my understanding, is most places on this plane.
But if you are here, then that means that you could help stop the war.
Well, that's the goal, considering the end of your war means the apocalypse for ours.
What the fuck? Yeah.
What?
Where did that come
Apparently
from?
we
Where
have
did that come from?
Apparently we have 3 weeks to stop it, or
Yeah, you're saying if
Oh,
we
okay,
don't
so you're
stop
not
it.
saying that if the war ends in Dreamland, that means the end of Earth.
the end of their war,
Well,
the Black King winning.
yeah, you said
would mean the
we were
end
talking about ending
for
it
our
by
world.
us kicking ass.
Well, you do know there's more than one way to end a war.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not
I'm
let
saying
that
as in
jackass.
him winning is bad for us. It would be very bad for our plane of existence if he won, considering it goes if he wins. Yes, I'm saying he's planning on escaping.
I would say you need to help us. Find more like us. Selfice will have some people. Perhaps you can find the Great One of More and convince her to help you. Perhaps you could even search for Ulthar himself.
Chad,
Nobody can lose against
the
Ulthar.
look of of that thing from the other night.
Sorry, what?
Do I remember the look?
No. You remember you didn't even get a good look. Remember it was
That's true. I'm gonna kind of look at him and go, would the King of Sulfice know a lot about all the different gods?
Mostly ones that are here, as that is where he is.
Okay.
But I have never left Ulthar, so I don't know the most about this stuff.
So, are there many of you here in the city that are not exactly happy with the situation here in the city?
Nobody's happy, but we're not
Is there anyone actively trying to get rid of the situation here in the city?
we're not the warrior type.
Jack's just gonna nod his head and go,
We
So-
lost our war against the Zoog. We are not the warrior type.
So,
he's just gonna
yeah,
kind of
James
nod
is
his
just gonna
head,
lean
going,
over. So we need to go
okay,
to the other
I'm
city then.
kind of understanding what's going on.
Do you? How do we get there? Because do we? Okay, do we have a map?
That's what I'm understanding.
Di-
That's what. Yeah. How do we get there?
You do have a map, yes.
It's with Jay.
It's not with you, but you do have a map. There's
You have to remember that it's generally across the ocean, so
there is a dock with there is some boats that you could charter to get you there in Dilathleen.
but I get the feeling
Just
we
follow
don't
the river.
have funding.
What? Sorry, what?
I get the feeling we don't have funding, considering I don't think
That's
there's
true.
many that will accept the currency of our plane.
I can give you.
We helped in earlier said something about stones.
We can give you the money to get the boat, but nothing more.
Understandable. We will, if you would
Thank you.
kindly give us that for 4 people, we would be most appreciative.
Okay. He gives. He goes over to the
get
guy,
my friends a drink.
the bartender of sorts. And you don't hear anything, but you do see they're kind of whispering to each other. And the guy behind the counter reaches down and pulls out a small leather sack, and and Greystar grabs it and brings it over to you. Here, this should be enough for four
Thank you.
people on for a boat to suffice.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, there can't be anything more to do, but if you help
And we'll save our
stop
own
the war,
asses,
then
so it's a win-win for us, I think.
we will be forever grateful.
We will. It sounds like a win-win for us too.
There aren't many of us here in this city. There are, I do not know how many more are out there, but keep an eye out.
There is one more thing. This is an easy one. There's 2 more of us that decided to be less than intelligent, if you will. Roaming around the city. Could you help us find them?
Why are they not with you?
They decided they would draw the attention of the gods. We kind of watched them manage to get themselves out of it, but we looked down, looked back up, and lo and behold, they were gone.
As you say this, you see very cat-like in his reaction to this. The ears turn back and flatten.
Meaning he's not happy.
Oh no! Go find them. If they draw the attention of the god, that will not be good.
Exactly. So we will go hide in a different location that you choose. And if you could bring them to us, we would be most happy. So that way we're not wandering around town and drawing more attention than need be.
And here we shall stay.
Stay here.
Okay. Jack is
and
going to lean
he
back,
runs out.
out a book from his bag, and start reading.
All right. All right, Jaden and Jay, what are you doing?
We're following
We're
after.
following the
You're
monster.
following the path of the where you last saw the shadow creature.
Yep.
Yes.
Jay, Din.
Yes. I'll be leading the way, and after that, I'd ask, do you know how long your power would last on those guards?
From what I know, I've affected them. So until they think they've carried out what I persuaded them to do.
Mm, maybe we should try and follow their tracks then. After all, the beast has a head start, so if anybody has, an idea of where they went, the guards are going to be the ones who
Yeah,
got.
let's follow them.
All right, and we'll
That's what
follow.
I was doing to begin with. I thought we were following the guards who were following the beast.
Yeah. Let's follow the tracks of the guards after, we go to the location where, we last saw the shadow beast go.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And Jaden is going to be keeping an eye out for even though we're following it, I'm going to keep an eye out for anything that might, be the shadow beast.
Okay.
Keep watch for it.
So you guys are wandering throughout town.
While we're wandering,
Or
I would
city,
say,
the city.
by the way, did you see if the beast was in limbo?
I tried to check, but once I did, it was already gone.
Ah, okay.
I didn't have time to activate the power. But the tower, believe it or not, is closer than ever. It's almost as if I could cross over a hill and reach it.
Huh.
But that's something we can worry about another time. Right now, I want to find whatever the heck this thing is. Maybe you can give us some sort of clue about whatever.
Yep.
I don't know.
So you guys walking throughout the city, and it takes a while. It takes a while. But eventually you go to the far end of the city. You're at the wall, and you see two soldiers kind of just staring up at a one of the because the wall it's almost a solid stone wall, but every now and then there are small windows in the wall. And then there are two archer soldiers just standing there staring up at this window.
I would walk up to them and say, "Did the shadow go in there?"
Did what?
What are you two doing here?
I'm not really sure. We were, and then we were here.
Protecting the town, right?
Guess. It, he looks over to the other soldier. Let's go back to it. Let's go. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. And they
Keep
turn
up the
around
good
and
work.
start marching. They start marching, but you can see that in marching towards the actual city, you see that they're not in sync anymore like they were before. They're kind of. It's almost like they've never had any training now, as opposed to when you saw them earlier.
Oh fuck! Did I cut them off from Nyarlathotep?
We'll have to worry about that later.
Wait, no. I'm worrying about it now. Jay
Wait,
is going.
no.
Jay is going to walk up to them and say, "Hey, could you guys help me, please?"
we gotta get back to our post.
No, no. You see, I'm in trouble and I really need help.
What's wrong?
But that weakling
being
over there,
threatened.
bully him.
By who?
By a monster.
Wait, hold on.
What's they kind of look at you like Okay. What's the monster?
It's something that, like, makes things disappear. I don't know how to describe it.
It's a large, dark shadow creature. It sneaks across the floor and it stalks you, and then it'll eat you. Nobody
At,
leaves.
at the sound of that, they look at each other. Nice prank, kid. Nice. Okay. Yeah, go run along now. Have a good day. And then they turn around.
I am going to attempt to charm them and say, "No, please. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me."
All right, make a roll, a charm roll.
Success.
They'll get. They turn around at that. Look, I mean, you might not know it, but like you might actually believe what you're saying. But no, no, the shadow beasts are just an old wives' tale. It's about a century old. They just warn little kids, behave or you'll be taken in your sleep. It's
I'm
not
I'm new
real.
to town. Could you tell me what this
They're
wives'
like, oh,
tale is?
that explains it. He's new.
Yeah.
That's just it. It's just an old wives' tale. It's something that mothers say to their children to get them to behave. That's all.
Could you tell me what this wives' tale is so that I'm not manipulated by anyone else,
We
please?
just told you.
So it's just that these shadows come and eat children?
Yeah, if they don't behave or they don't do what their parents say, they'll be taken and uh, gone forever. That's all it is.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
It's nothing for you to worry about unless you refuse to eat your dinner.
Jay would smile. Well, I guess he's wearing a helmet, so I can't see him smile.
Yeah.
But he would say, "Thank you very much. I appreciate the help."
And they turn around and start walking back.
All right.
Jaden's gonna, while he's having this conversation, he's gonna try and look up at the window.
Okay.
Is there? I'm assuming it's higher than like we can reach, isn't it?
Yes.
Uh, like he's gonna step back and sort of like try and get a glance up at it. Is there any sign that something has nestled up in there or disturbed it or anything at all?
Nope.
Hmm. How high up is it?
It's about like 10, maybe 13 feet.
So two individuals, one standing on top of the other, could see through it.
If two people on top of each other could equal like 14 feet.
I mean, you said it was between 10 and,
It's
13.
it's about like 10 to 13 feet up. You don't know for sure. You don't have an exact measurement because you're just looking at it. You're eyeballing it.
So I do not think that if I had
I mean you could. I mean you could try it.
What do you think? What do you think, Jay? I think wherever it is, it has something to do with that window.
Go for it.
All right, you want to hop up on my shoulders and we can see if we can get you up there?
You're the one that can see it.
Yeah, that's a good call. I should be too light. If you can come over here, I'll see if I can get a good look at it.
Yeah.
Uh, and here, on the off chance, do we happen to have something reflective? What?
Uh, let's see. You had a camera.
I Yes, but he's gonna check his bag. Is there anything that's, you know, resembles his camera, like a mirror or a call it? Because I know that they didn't let me take my camera here.
No, there is nothing.
Hmm. No, they didn't let me take my camera at all. Uh,
Um,
I have the Zoog darts. I had my old cell phone, but again, they didn't let me take that.
how reflective is the spearhead on my spear?
Not terribly. It's kind of dull.
Hmm. How reflective? My helmet's pretty reflective, isn't it?
Probably.
Oh no.
Jay would take off his helmet and hand it to you and say, "Look in the reflection of my helmet."
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you going to die if you don't wear this thing?
No, it's the mask, and he would point at the metal mask
Oh,
on
okay,
his.
my bad. My
Yeah.
mistake. Okay.
He is wearing a mask inside of his helmet. Yes.
Okay. In which case, yeah. Oh, your click helmet. Okay, I see.
Yes.
All right. In which case, yeah, Jaden will, stand on his shoulders, and if he cannot reach the top of the thing, it seems like it's enough distance to where he could hold up the helmet and sort of, look at the reflection and angle it down to where he can see out the window.
Okay. You don't really see anything strange.
Try using your special eyes.
Try,
That's
but
just become a joke of the campaign.
he'll use his special eyes.
Yeah, nothing. Like you're looking around, and well, first off, you fall to the ground.
No,
Oh.
just my special eyes, not
Just your eyes, not
Yeah.
your whole
Yeah.
body. Okay, okay. I thought you okay.
no
Eyes,
special eyes.
just eyes, just eyes. Yeah, no, you
Just
see
ice.
you just see a landscape of various as far as you can see in the fog, various buildings and the large glowing tower in the distance.
No, there's nothing at all in Limbo. I don't see anything. There's nothing out the window.
All right. So once you get off his back, Jay would put it back on his helmet and say, "All right,
Oh,
I
goodness
guess
gracious.
we lost it."
As you guys, sorry. As you guys are talking, um, a small, very small, almost like kind of like just barely out of kitten size cat comes running up to you. Hey, are you the dreamers?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Come with me.
Why?
And just turns around and goes bounding off towards the city.
I mean, I guess
Jay would look at you and shake his head.
you don't think so?
I asked why, and no response. I'm
Because
tired
you
of
were
people.
you were asking the question as it was already turning around, bounding
Then I
off
would
into the
call
city.
it after. I would call after it, loud enough for it to hear. But yeah, Jay would say to you, "No, I'm tired of people not answering my questions and expecting me to just trust them.
All right.
We answered its question; it can answer our question."
It concerns me about that thing being on the road, on this place. Even if there weren't any secrets associated with it, the fact that something can come along that nobody can see and snatch you up is horrifying.
There are plenty of other kittens that it could do that to.
Maybe
Look, all I'm saying is that I'm not giving as much trust to people as I have been because people keep expecting my trust instead of earning it.
The small cat comes back. Come with me.
Why?
Your compatriots sent me. Just come with me. And then turns around and goes back.
Ugh.
What do you think?
What
We
do
can't
you
find the
think?
Shadow Beast anywho.
All right, but are you gonna help me talk to these fuckos?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Yes, I did.
God damn it, Vincent! Did you post the science of the soul?
Are you talking about the signs of the soul, these scientific evidence of the human soul?
God damn it!
All right.
I
But
think the
as you
signs of
guys
the
are
soul
following
is
the
like
cat, that is where
a
we're going
different
to end
as
off
I
for tonight.
Try to fumble with the transition. There it is. Seamless transitions. No, no, we're still live.
Oh,
I
you
was just
ended it
fumbling with
without like a
transitioning
exit
to the
thing?
No, we're still on the we're still live. Oh my god.
You broke
So
the fourth wall.
unprofessional, Gavin.
Now
Oh,
Topher
boy.
knows that we aren't always in character.
My goodness.
I'm so sorry, Topher.
Thank you guys, and
Yeah.
have a wonderful
Okay.
rest of your day. And
Thank you all
try
for
to use your
watching.